Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's Damn Rum. We're playing the Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy. We've been making our way through, grabbing all the relics, all of the gems, and all the boxes and everything to help you get 100% in this game, which brings us to the 7th mission in Crash Bandicoot 2, which is Air Crash. You can see the platinum time for this is 52.75 seconds. Again, as I mentioned in previous videos, if you are just trying to get the achievements, you only need to get the gold relic in all of the missions. But again, I will show you the platinum relic. So let's go ahead and watch a platinum run, and then I'll break it down for you. Alright, so that's it for Air Crash. You can see we logged in at 50.28 seconds. I actually think this is probably one of the easiest levels in this particular game to get platinum on, but let's get right into it. We can just kind of slide jump to that moving platform in the distance behind the plant. We don't even have to deal with that. And then if you spin into that plant, he'll often blow up all the boxes behind him, so you don't need to worry about getting those timers. Here we want to slide, jump, and spin. Again, that's slide, jump, and immediately hit that spin so you get some extra height, so we can grab that timer that's way up there on the left hand side there and still kind of keep our momentum. In the water section, we're going to kind of go around those and then stay to the left hand side so we hit that ramp and get that 2-second box. Ideally, you don't want to lose your mask here. I did, but there are 2 masks and we definitely need one for later in the mission. There is a spot that we required to have one in order to make this platinum run very, very easy. So again, here we're just kind of making our way. This is the Aku mask that we want to grab here. Make sure you hit this 3-second box in between those TNTs. If you accidentally hit the TNTs, that's okay, because the TNT will blow up the 3-second for you. Just hit whatever box you want and keep moving. Right here is what we want our mask for. As soon as we get on this jet ski, just stay to the right and just keep going it forward as fast as you can. Go ahead and blow up, hit those second bombs. Just take that damage, because we don't want to have to wait to be able to get around those. So we need a mask for that last section just to take that hit. After that, it's a pretty straight shot to the end of the mission. Again, I think this is a very, very easy level for our platinum relic runs, especially compared to Crash 1. Crash 2 is just insanely easier. So if you followed me with Crash 1, hopefully you're having a more enjoyable and easier time getting through this game. So that's it for the platinum relic on Air Crash. Air Crash is going to have 2 of our clear gems in it. This is our first mission of the game. We're going to have a death route. So we're going to go ahead and combine our box run and our death route. Now, in order to get all of the boxes on Air Crash, you do need to find the secret exit that is in Bear Down, which is going to be up a level. So you need to go up a level in the hub section to get to the Bear Down mission. Now, I'm not going to go through the Bear Down mission. We're going to cover that in its own video, but the purposes of this video, just make your way all the way to the end of the mission, and instead of going forward and exiting like you normally would, turn around and take these platforms behind you, and you'll be able to kind of get on this platform of ice, and that will just exit you the level. And now you're going to come out of the secret exit, which is going to unlock the secret entrance to Air Crash, which is the sub-level section. It's below the first level of the main hub area. So if you go all the way down, it takes you down here, and now we can enter Air Crash through this secret entrance. And this is the only way to get all of the boxes in the mission. This is not the death route. The death route's part of the main mission. So now that we're combining them, one thing is we don't want to die. We need to get through this section and all the way to the death route portion of this mission without dying. If you die, the death route will no longer be available for you to go in. So in this area, just take your time. You should have some masks, and it's pretty short. You see, it's just that. But that's 47 boxes that we grabbed, and we also blew up a lot of nitro. So after that, it'll teleport you back to the main kind of air crash mission that we had been playing previously, except we're a little bit further in the mission, and now we can kind of progress on. So as we're progressing, this is the first kind of jet ski area of the mission. All of this is pretty straightforward. So let's just keep moving on through here, and we'll get to our death route shortly. Alright, so we've made it up here. This is our bonus area. The only thing that I'll say is the bonus area does not apply to the deaths of the death route. If you happen to die in this bonus section, it's okay. Don't worry about it. The death route will still exist, and you'll still be able to come into the bonus level just like you always can. So for the purposes of the death route, just keep that in mind. There's only 8 boxes that we need to grab in this bonus area. Pretty straightforward, so just go ahead and grab all of those, and then we're going to get out of the bonus area, and our death route is going to be right after this. So with that, we've got all 8 of those. You should be at 77 of 102 boxes at this point. If you're not at 77 of 102, then you may have missed one. So shortly after this, don't worry about this box that's in the water here. We're going to come back to that shortly via the death route. Okay, so don't even the one that I just blew up right there, we don't even have to get that. We're going to jump across here, and this is our death route, this platform with the skull symbol. If you have died, this platform will not be here. And now we have to finish the death route. Now I'll also say, just like the bonus areas, if you die in the death route, you can still come to the death route and try it again. It only locks you out if you have died prior to getting into the death route itself. Okay, so now that we've got here, there's some things that we're going to grab that aren't really particular to our boxes anymore. There's nothing about boxes that are relevant. It's just getting to the end of the death route. Once you get to the end of this death route, you're going to see we're going to unlock a gem. Now, because we're trying to be a little bit time efficient, don't exit. Don't keep going forward right here. Instead, now that we've got our death route gem, we can just die. Theory, you could just exit the level right there and collect your gem, but we want to kind of be a little bit more efficient. We're going to die, and it's going to bring us back to the checkpoint of where we finished our bonus level. So now we're going to grab those boxes that I told you not to worry about earlier. And just for proof of the pudding, you can see that the death route platform is still there. So if you die on the death route, don't fear. You can try it as many times as you like. It's just that you can't die before going into the death route itself. Nonetheless, now that we've died, we've got back to our checkpoint. Now we can finish grabbing the rest of our boxes. This is the only one area that you got to be a little bit careful. If you jump onto that onto the jet ski, you're not going to be able to make your way to this platform to grab those 4 boxes. So if you accidentally get on the jet ski, just go ahead and kill yourself so that you respawn at your checkpoint and then can go get those boxes. So there's I mean, with that, the death route and everything, there's a little bit of trickiness to getting all of the boxes on this mission, and the fact that there's 102 boxes, but nonetheless, we've got them all. So there's our 102nd box right there, and as we kind of end the level, we'll be able to get our second gem. So that's 2 gems on this level, and we got them relatively simply, kind of combine them together. If you're having trouble doing that and you just want to get the death route gem, get that and exit and then do your box run, you certainly can do those separate. There's not boxes in the death route itself. I'm just combining them to make it more efficient. So just keep that in mind. So now we have our 2 gems. That's going to wrap it up for Air Crash. That's the 7th mission now that we've had tackled in Crash Bandicoot 2. We're making our way through this. Really enjoying this playthrough. It's certainly not as frustrating as Crash Bandicoot 1. It's a little bit easier, but we're getting through it. That's another platinum relic and 2 more gems off the board. I hope you are enjoying this as always. I hope you like my content, and I hope you're enjoying this guide. And hopefully, that's a lot of hopes. I hopefully see you in the next video.